Hi, this is Rick Coste, and thank you for joining me for this episode of The Joy of Vinyl. Today, we're going to be talking about picture discs, both the pain and the pleasure. I was thrilled when I first saw the 50th anniversary collector's edition of Working Men's Dead by the Grateful Dead. My original copy disappeared at the end of an old relationship, and I'd always had it in the back of my mind to replace it. I loved the album. I clicked buy and eagerly awaited its arrival. And when it did, I tore open the flat cardboard package with a glass of scotch at my side to celebrate. It was a picture disc. Okay, that's really not so bad, right? It was a beautiful disc. I don't know why I hadn't realized it was going to be a picture disc. I looked at the listing again to make sure. Yep, I was in such a hurry to buy it, I paid the $50 without really reading the description. I know, not my best record buying moment, but I really did want to own it again. No worries, I told myself, and sat down to listen. My first thought was something was wrong with my speakers, or worse, my stylus. I could hear a definite hiss. Uncle John's band started, but the seed had already been planted. I could still hear the hiss lurking beneath the music. When the song ended, the hiss made its presence known again. Was it a bad copy? Well, no. I own a couple of picture discs that I bought back in the 1980s, but those are subpar live recordings. I expected subpar audio when I bought them, so any audio artifacts present from the pressing process, I'm sure I attributed to how they were recorded. I never expected the same problem with the 50th anniversary release of a classic studio album. My bad for not doing my homework. Had I done so, I might have come across this little quote from Pirate Press, an independent record manufacturer. The quote reads, "It should be noted that picture discs may offer a lower acoustic quality, especially an increase in the acoustic noise in the initial and final grooves of the record and in the transitions between tracks." That was my experience exactly. Well, Pirate Press had nothing to do with the picture disc I bought. They respect their customers enough to let them know that while picture discs are pretty to look at, there's a chance a picture disc may not be that pretty to listen to. The disclaimer also mentioned a phenomenon called the Moir effect. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but basically it's interference caused by intricate patterns, like a picture with a complex or complicated pattern. Don't ask me to explain how this can happen, but apparently it can, in visual art and also in sound. Now, picture discs have a long history dating back to when RCA Victor used to use thin plastic to cover a cardboard disc. The picture was sandwiched between the plastic and the cardboard. Shellac eventually replaced that cardboard piece. Another attempt to improve sound of a picture disc was by Savway, a company that specialized in those. Their discs had an aluminum core. Today, a picture is set between a vinyl core and a translucent layer of polyethylene foil. The grooves are pressed into the poly. Now, does this all mean you should stay away from picture discs? Well, absolutely not. They have their place as an art form. If your desire is for sound quality, you might be disappointed, so maybe buy two, one to admire and show your friends, and one to listen to. That is, if you have a choice, which I didn't when I recently bought Brody Dahl's Diploid Love. Don't ask me how much it cost. In my defense, I love Brody Dahl and spent more for her Spinneret project on vinyl. But I have to say, it's a great sounding album. Despite the fact that Diploid Love is a picture disc, I highly recommend it. So if you do find a copy and the price tag doesn't scare you, I'd say go and buy it. As always, I hope this helps. And until next time, enjoy your records.